Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Wow. How are you doing? Anyway, checking koko kin na ẹ̀yin gidi èèyàn pàtàkì. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for following us. And if you're new here, we say you welcome. Thank you for joining us.
She almost died. There was no I told them everything about our medical needs. At the point of when we needed them, nobody was there. It was only me and my wife. Just only me and her.
So they don't even help when you have a medical financial issue.
Until we suffered. To the point that when they gave this letter of release, the pain I had, I could not hold it again. I said, after all these years, they have used me so much. No, not even the state pastor said, Pastor, let us pay up your salary. They took part of my salary and told me that there's nothing they can do. That the order is from Goshen. There's nothing they can do.
Which one is Goshen? Which one is Goshen? Which one is Goshen?
This the headquarters that Abiy was controlling before he retired in Abuja.
Oh, okay. Now the question is, the question I want to ask, from everything that you are saying now going on, and the way Abiy was retired, was it? Retired or chased away? What's your opinion?
If I'm to give you my opinion, I will tell you that there is a lot of deep controversy and secret in winners that people don't know. As a pastor, I know that there are people that are fighting Abiy to leave, to take that seat. Not today. It's not today. It started a long time ago.
Why?
A long time. Because if you check, Abiy himself, personally, he is not someone that wants to sit and just be in winners for all the rest of his life. He has been looking on how to live. But in as much as he has that in mind, he wants to calm down so that it will not be too clear to those people that are fighting him.
But he said God did not ask him to start ministry, that he was not going to leave the church now.
He will not say it.
Okay.
He will not say it because they are already planning on how to push him out.
Okay.
So if he begins to make bold his statement from his heart, it will become a problem. Even his wife.
Okay.
Suffering and smiling. They're just wearing suits. There's a lot of pain in the heart of each pastor.
Even till now?
Unless the pastor is following them to do the same thing. The ones that want to remain serious and we suffered. Depending on how to push him out.
Okay.
So if they encourage him to leave.
Who encouraged him to leave?
Abiy's wife.
Okay, the wife does not like him, like the way they are in that church.
Treating Abiy in winners, she does not like it. The woman has endured. That woman you see there has endured a long time. If not because of the way Abiy is, the wife will have told him to leave. He will have left since.
I learned that she left at a point, then they went to bed and then she came back.
Exactly. Because she had problem with Oyedepo's wife and she had problem with Oyedepo at the same time.
Maybe the way they are treating her husband. Maybe because of the way they are treating her husband.
It's the way they treated Abiy. They treated him. And it is known well in winners that Abiy has been the one that has been making young pastors to be in winners. Because of the man used to come, Papa is not somebody that young pastors can approach. And there's a lot of politics in that place. A lot of politics that if you don't have somebody, you will not go anywhere.
Now, my other question to you, the way things are now, your papa is the only one that is rich in that church. What is your view? The way the other pastors are struggling, you say you are working for God. I was part of this kind of a thing before. Let's say we say we are working for God. At the end of the day, we find out that these people are the only ones that are rich. And they tell us that riches, anybody that wants to enter God's kingdom will not chase after riches.
Auntie, as I'm speaking to you now, I wish I can reverse time. I won't have entered winners, sincerely.
The time is not here.
It's like every other person are blind. They don't know what is going on. The whole of winners now, there is no one pastor that will come out confidently and say, I have a book or I have a project, or I have this. If you open up and say so, they will say you have stolen. They will say you have done something.
You can't have a business outside the church, even till now.
If you have a business, it will not be known to your superior or to your fellow pastors. If you do that, they will trace it and say that you took it from the church. You took money from the church to fund your business.
So you have to live on that money.
And begin to tell somebody, say, that is the reason why some of them up here, if you tell them, say, Daddy, please, I need a means to have to take care of my family apart from my salary. If there is anything you can tell me, or if there's anything you can help me with, please, I will appreciate. Do we quote scriptures, nothing, they will not tell you anything. Because they know that the moment you know, it will become a time that they themselves will be answering questions from people. and say, how far, how come? No, they will implicate you. They say you are not stealing and you are going to open business.
You mentioned something about if you could redeem the time. What do you mean by that?
What I mean is that I wouldn't have taken this step because most of my years I spent in winners. It was pain, stress. I was dealt with poverty. I have seen hunger to the point that even hunger myself becomes like a daily experience.
Wow.
It almost broke my marriage. It almost broke my marriage.
You didn't have children during that time, sir?
That time I never had children.
Good.
It was later. It was an opportunity which I knew if I never came into winners fully, if I embarked on opportunity, I would not be where I am now. It's because of say I was a winner. This my state now. If not because of God, my state now. Some of my friends, some of my pastor friends, some of them ran away. They did not even announce that they are going. They will just take their family, pack their family, and they will not even tell anybody to leave. When people don't hear that the pastor is no more found in the environment, he has left his accommodation, he has gone. They will say you will not see him. So people looted the churches, took the chairs, took this and left, and said, this is my payment. I know of a pastor that took the money for accommodation they gave him to pay, and he left. He said that I cannot continue. This is my own payment for the suffering I suffered.
To at least to recover the time lost.
To recover the time lost.
But even at that time should be enough because you will have made a lot more than that if you are working and working secular job and probably doing your business, concentrating on your business, personal business.
Auntie, I cried to one of the organ winners. I can remember. I cried to him. I said, look at, I want to further my education. And this is the reason why. The man just acted as if he has listened to me. I never knew when me and this man became enemies. I cannot trace. But later I discovered that most of them, they don't want to be rubbing shoulder with you. If they are graduates, it's either they want you to be below their something because they feel that tomorrow, when they try to talk, you also will want to talk because promotion is to be by your educational levels and everything. So if they are transferring you, they'll feel that they will transfer you to a higher place, and then when you make them, you may be above that again. They may transfer you to a place like above that their place you left. So some of them they don't support any pastor that is around them to further education, and they will even want to implicate you. You understand? So
when they happen for church, even past what they happen for office. We can wickedness with that.
I said when that sister was speaking on that video, I was my heart was bitter. I said, what this lady went, nobody will understand.
Nobody will understand. Yes. There's somebody that has gone through it. I understand. I feel you.
Yeah. Nobody will understand. My letter release is still with me here. That very day they gave to me, I was shocked. My wife said, what did you do?
That's what I want to ask. What did you do?
My wife asked me, said, did you do anything? I said, see you. I'm in the office. I'm asking them the question. They are not answering me. He said, okay, I should go here, go there. There is no place I did not go. All what we were asking questions, what do we do? At the end of the day, okay, you say we should leave. I have no salary. I have no transport. Okay, state help me. State said they cannot help me. There's no money.
Just like that.
I made the state pastor say, okay, personally, I want you to help me so that I can take my family load back to Port Harcourt. At least from there, let me start putting my broken pieces together. What this man told me he would do. I thought he would give me the transport now, carry my load. At the end of the day, this man gave me 10,000 naira.
Ha.
Until this man gave me 10,000 naira, I wept when I left the office. I said, God, this is the way someone will serve and end.
Living in bondage for real.
Why do I even go this length? If there's any person that put hands to serve, I'm one of those people that serve.
Look, let me ask you a question. I don't know if it is the same thing like Redeem. When they ask you to be a pastor, is it you that volunteered or they will call you to be a pastor?
You already be a pastor that is serving in a station.
As a minister. Hello?
Did you hear? He's still on no. What I call in a court in Benye. Thank you, Chijioke. I asked him, how do you become a pastor in Winners? Because in Redeem, you will first be a worker. From being a worker, they will they will promote you to minister. Then from minister, you can be from a minister to be a pastor, parish pastor. That's how they do it in Redeem. So I asked that, is it the same thing? He said it's almost the same thing when he explained. And I think, what I put that in here, cut off. Let me see.
That line went off. Your line went off. So my question, I said, were you the one that said you wanted to be a pastor, or because you are a minister, they just call you and say, go and be a pastor in this branch?
I'm a minister.
Okay.
I was serving in one of the winners'
branch. Okay.
So they brought the form and said, Pastor, fill this one. We want you to go into pastoral ministry. To go and
so they don't even allow you to go and think about it? They won't tell you to go and think about it?
No, they will say, Pastor, you already have the call in you. At least you know the administrative area of the church. You know how to
So it is the same thing like regime. It's the same thing like regime too. Because once they see that you are a worker and you are zealous, you have charisma, you can speak good English, once you are a minister, they will just tell you that you have been called to be a pastor. That's what they do in regime too.
Yes.
It's the same thing. Then.
So
I hope you are picking your life together gradually, Sha.
Auntie, to be sincere with you, I had a conversation with my wife 1 week ago. And those
Kilo Shelley.
That line went off.
Area of the church, you know how to be calling you. At least you know the administrative area of the church, you know how to.
So it is the same thing like regime. It's the same thing like regime too. Because once they see that you are a worker and you are zealous, you have charisma, you can speak good English, once you are a minister, they will just tell you that you have been called to be a pastor. That's what they do in regime too.
Yes.
It's the same thing. Then. So I hope you are picking your life together gradually, Sha.
Auntie, to be sincere with you, I had a conversation with my wife 1 week ago.
1 week ago,
Not pain in my heart. That is why I said open up, because after that video I said I'll open up. I had a conversation with my wife. I said, look at this time, now, if I ever knew that my level in terms of financial or everything would be like this, I would have made some step I took last time. I said, how can I explain this to my children? How can I explain this to you in terms of what you have gone through? I can't understand it. Say the last place I want to run to now and ask for assistance is the church. Is that, as I'm talking to you now, as a pastor, I can't run to the church and say, help me. If I do it, it's going to be like as if you are an enemy. They will look at you in a different light now. So I don't have this mindset of telling stories. But when this issue became too obvious that this is the way business has gone, I lost faith in the leadership. I just hold on to my own faith, and I told God that from today, if I can't believe you, then let it be so. I don't need to believe any other person to know God. Can't believe any.
How about the business you were doing with your wife?
The thing weakened down. The thing went down. The thing went down. The thing went down.
Because you even changed location. If you had known, you should have left your wife there.
No, thing went down. It was later my wife said, I think she should have followed other pastors and go back to Pastor and continue.
Yes. And at least once you can be coming to the house, coming to see them maybe twice a month. Anyway, they've ruined a lot of lives. Imagine Abioye too after 40 years. I say, imagine Abioye too. Are you crying?
Well, it's too much. My wife developed diabetes. That time she was in the village. I developed diabetes. If not now, that God has now given her the strength and she's recovering. I knew what I saw. I almost lost my second son because of this experience.
Wow.
A lot of things.
Anyway, I feel you, because somebody like me too. I don't know if you heard about my story in Redeem. I don't know.
I've been following you, and I noticed that your experience has really, really spoken to my heart, that you have deep understanding about this.
Yeah, because people that have not gone through it, when you talk to them about this thing, they see you as enemy of God. They will say you are bitter. But me, I don't care anymore. I don't care for them, whatever they say, because they themselves are not okay. They are not okay. They are not okay, but they don't know they are not okay. Because
they're okay.
They don't. Yes, they are not, but they don't know. Yes, they don't know. They think you are working. Once you talk, you are talking about God, and But I don't care at this point. Somebody like you now can relate with you and say, if I had known,
Don't turn your mentality against yourself. You don't know who you are. You will just be following them.
Yes.
No, it was painful.
I hope you get your life back, because for this life, I don't see saying as smartness. 9% if you work out for this life to get edge. If not, people like them will not be used their smartness, Yahoo smartness on us to get very, very rich. They are even richer than the world president.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
So that smartness they use for us. Like there's some pastor that you said took their stuff and ran away. Those ones said smart. God is not coming to punish anybody for all that and all that. Now lie. Now lie, then they tell us.
God will not punish any of them.
Now lie.
Their pain alone, God will be angry with those that have put this pain on those pastors.
Says who?
The pastors that ran away, they enjoy pain.
They have not done anything bad. They only try to find a way out. They didn't steal. How can somebody be using you? And you suddenly wake up, you see the person use you, go carry what you feel carry wrong command.
See, it's when they realize, when the scale fall off your eyes.
Yes.
You will realize.
Yes.
I discussed with a pastor last year. He's 62. He spoke to me. He said, my son, you that left early, thank God for you. He said, we never left early. We were blinded by the razzmatazz of promotion, transfer, and this. But look at me now. He said, I'm regretting some things. I said, I'm being humiliated every day. He said, sometimes I sit down with my wife and I discuss on certain deep things with her. And we'll be talking and saying, why? Why? You know, he said, my son, go. Just go and help yourself. He said, all these things that you see some of them sitting here and there. He said, there's nothing there. He said, it's no winners. He said, I know.
So all those suits, where they wear, they take do shakara, nothing for most of them.
Nothing. If some of them see opportunity now, somebody open their eyes in this opportunity, they will leave. They will leave. They will leave. Because once you come in, they will make you feel as if this is the all and all. This is the all and all. You carry suit, you are a pastor, it's all and all. But in another way around, they are really using you to create a future for themselves
and their children.
You
see, as all the children, they don't get any other work. Now inside the place, then they work. And then they manage all the money where they don't collect from people over the years. And the children are in charge now. It's so sad.
Yes.
It's very sad. My brother, let me confess something to you.
Yeah.
But please let your mind be at peace. I'm recording you.
I'm stopping
But I'm going to change your voice to a voice of a womb.
I have to stop it here. This is when I told him I was recording him. Then we discussed some other things. So I'm stopping it there. Some people said, is it by force? Somebody said, is it by force? You can say that and you can blame the victim. You know why? If many people, a lot of people are quiet, they are not talking. Some people's cases are worse than this. There was a letter that was sent to me. The man is in hospital bed when he was giving letter of discharge. The letter is just dated this August. If people, the victims know better, if you are not yet a victim, you can castigate, you can blame, you can tell them they don't know what they are doing. If many today know that these people 20 years back, 30 years back, when they were just gaining ground, they were telling them what we were told when they start evangelizing and knocking on your door. Accept Jesus. Start going to a Bible-believing church. And the question we should have been asking then, when they were saying go to a Bible-believing church, we should have, if we were wiser and smarter then, we would have asked, is there any church that does not believe in Bible? What do they mean by a Bible-believing church? That was one of the slogans they used. And many people, they were even going to Orthodox churches. They left those Orthodox churches to follow them because they made them believe all those other churches are not doing the right thing. Once you join, the next thing they want to tell you is that join the workforce, work for God. That what is your usefulness in the house of God? We were dumb in those days. It is not this era of knowledge. I don't know the year many of you people joined them, but I can categorically tell you that in those days, you think you are working for God. And the zeal, the energy and everything you put in those days, I don't know how it is today, can be better imagined. You will lock your business place. You will take time off work when there is a program. They will tell you be a worker. Somebody said, my daddy died in silence. He was a pastor. My mom died serving as well. Chetibo. And you talk on more. You can blame people for all you like. People join with one heart. They join with all honesty. Because we thought we were working for God. Now I know better. You go and join any church. You are not working for God. You are deceiving yourself. You are working for the owner of that church. The owner of that church is using you salary free. That is just it. You can be a usher for all you like. You can be a cleaner. You can decide to be a whatever else they be, protocol. You can decide to be a sweeper. You are only working for the owner of that church who does not want to pay salary to anybody. If all of you are working for God, why do they always decide to pay keyboardists? They pay keyboardists. They pay drummers. They pay guitarists. They pay guitarists, keyboardists, guitar, keyboardists, and instrumentalists. They pay them. Why are they paying those ones? Why are they paying those ones? They are paying those ones because there are not many. And they are very necessary. Without those instrumentalists, they cannot mesmerize their followers. Without the instrumentalists, they cannot hypnotize you. Without instrumentalists, they cannot get you. It's not because they are professional. It is because they are very few and they are needed to hypnotize. So they have to pay them. So they get other people free, cleaner free. In Obodo Oyinbo here, they pay cleaner to clean the church. But they get cleaners free of charge. In Obodo Oyinbo, nobody clean church free, sweep church free. Maybe Nigerian churches, African churches. But Oyinbo churches, they pay. Black American churches, they pay ministers. If you are ministering this Sunday, if they say it is your turn to minister, you are going to be paid. It is not free. It is the one I know, they pay them $200 for ministering. The administration may not take more than one hour, okay? Maybe 45 minutes or 30 minutes. It's $200 that person has to take for that day. It's not free. Because it is their time they are using. Now, we take it to one-man home churches. Somebody will gather millions of people. Ask you to go and start branches all over the place. Every penny you make, you don't touch it. You take it to them. It's a pyramid. The only person that enjoy is the person at the top. Now, so go back to your blame game for blaming the victims. If people know better, go and ask the likes of Abioye. If Abioye wants to be honest and truthful, God bless you. Somebody said they use music to make the music we love because they know we love to dance. God bless you. If Abioye can come out and say the truth. No, I said maybe 30 minutes, not for 1 hour. Oyinbo only preach for 1 hour. 30 minutes. If Abioye wants to be truthful, Abioye will tell you he regretted the time he spent in that place. A lot of people use their time, their life to serve one man who controls all the funds, who sits on all the funds that comes in. It is late, oh, like I keep telling people. It is late. Very, very late. They've made the money already. They've made the name. And you can blame the victims all you like. Maybe because you have not been caught in the web of hypnotism and brainwashing. It is hypnotism and brainwashing that will make somebody, they will say, God say, go and sell your house and sow it to the kingdom. And the person will do it. Power of hypnotism and brainwashing is very, very strong. If you are not caught in it, be thankful. But please don't blame the people that were caught in it. And this is one of the things, you heard that guy, after our discussion, further discussion, he said after everything, he does not even believe God exists. He said if God exists, God will not watch. While some people are being this wicked and they are going scot-free. This guy was supposed to continue with his education when he was told to go and start a church. He said he just finished with his OND. So probably he was in maybe late 20s or early 30s. And they said he should go and start church. By the time he was realizing that he just went there to waste his life and time away, to start all over again, to go back to school, wasn't that easy anymore for him. We had a lot of discussion, and I told him, I said, he should not give up. I know life is tough now. It's not how it used to be. I think one of these days we should even analyze this 48 clinic of powers. Yeah, people will continue to fall for them. Somebody said, to my surprise, some people are still falling for their gimmicks. Yes, they will still fall. You know, Nigerians, Nigeria know God pass. So they feel they have to go through pastors to know the God. So they will continue to see customers. You see how they are full. Their churches are still full. And the pastors are still smiling to the bank. And despite smiling to the bank, despite all their prayers and everything, the members are still crying a miloko up and down. So, 48 laws of power, thank you. One of these days, we should even look at that book and talk about it. You know, it is a brainwashing and hypnotism that would make a man tell his members, don't watch TV. That TV is the seat of devil. And the owners of TV did something where they take their money by. They went to throw it away. 40 years after, the man is telling them, he just told them. I posted the truth is truth. It's on my Facebook page. The video is on my Facebook page. Where he said, who told you to go and build church? I have it on my Facebook page. So, somebody said they will fall because they are lazy set of people. No, don't say that. Not everybody. When we were called to be a pastor, we thought we were working for God. My husband no resign, no. He no resign, no. Because even myself no go gree am. Person wey just start in life go resign. Person wey don't, as young as he was then, he was already at the level of manager. He will come resign, say wetin happen. He won't suffer me and the children. Now me go shout in name for all over the world. So me I no go gree that kind of thing. Somebody said, my mom had cancer. She's a nurse. Pastor made her believe God will heal her. She didn't tell me. Oh. Somebody said, but you all believe in miracle. Which type of miracle? I don't believe in pastor's miracle. All this yayeye miracle they say they are doing. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Wàhálà YouTube yín àbí TikTok yín yé pọ̀. Kí ló dé gan? Àti lo 1 hour nìyẹn wà bí? Okay, àti fẹ́ lo 1 hour. Abiola is very deeply hurt, of course. God will call. Auntie Yemisi, I have said this countless times. God is not calling any one of them. God is not calling any one of them. No pastor is called. They call themselves. At least I can say categorically. Ni Redeemo, pastors, they will just nominate you. At least I know about Redeemo very well. They will call you, especially when you know how to dress. Then you are looking rich. They see that you are changing suits very well. What? You will be a pastor. It's easy. No calling anywhere. You can speak good English. You have that charisma to carry people along. They will first test you anytime you are in the church. You are doing, maybe you are in Sunday school. You know how to carry people along in conversation. Or you are in, you can coordinate people and you can dress. It's easy to be a pastor under these people. Instantly. Anointing today, they will go and anoint you. And give you oil. Thank you, Tinu J. Layode. It's very easy to be a pastor. Very, very easy. God no call any one of them. They call themselves. I say it again and again. Greater heights. God did not call anybody. Níbo náà ti rọ́ lọ́hùn tó ti pè wọ́n. Mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni o. Where God call them. God called them with what just happened in Nigeria. Nobody saw it coming. God called them with what we just envisaged. I mean, what we just experienced as a people in that country. God called them and they no see say it go happen. Where waiting God take call them? How we take call them? Waiting be the language where you talk. Francis, yes, RCCG is the busiest place to become a pastor. Which language did God take call them? Shena Igbo, abi Yoruba, abi na Hausa, abi na French. I dey ask the question you. Shena French, you take call them. Abi Japanese, abi Chinese, abi Spanish, abi na Indian language. He take call them. God did not call anybody. Tell me how they take call them. Now in they call them, say they collect people money, abi. God call them. Then that God must be very wicked. Say they go collect people money to enrich themselves. Most of them just have this oratory talents. They know how to speak. They know how to talk. They know how to mesmerize with their speech. And once they can do that one, that's all. Which God call them? How will they call them? God called them and they cannot see any, they cannot do anything. They don't have any shishi power. He called them for real, for real. Anybody at this dispensation believing that God is calling anybody, you better wake up. Wake up from your slumber. Wake up from your dream. So don't let them continue to deceive you. God did not call anybody. In the days of old, then they call anybody. Now then they appoint people for church. Before Pentecostal starts. Now appoint. That is why till today in Catholic, now appointment. In Anglican, now appointment. In Methodist, Baptist, now by selection. Why be say now only Pentecostal? God, they call them. If God, okay, now that we see, say, okay, you say God called them, Abi, because we were blind in those days.